Hi guys, Todd here again with TW Home Show, and I've got something unique for the channel today. This is my new Ninebot by Segway MiniPRO self-balancing scooter. They've become very affordable nowadays. When I did some research, I usually search for the professional size ones. Every couple of years I'll go do a search on the internet to see how much they're going for. Originally they're going for around $5,000 to $6,000. Now you can buy one of their models, the full-size one, on Amazon, I believe, for around $2,800. And I thought, well, it's getting close, right? But then I stumbled across this one, and the only thing, this is like a little mini Segway, but it's operated with your knees. So to steer, you steer with the inside of your kneecaps. I didn't like that, not at my age. So I also did more research and found out they make an add-on replacement handle for that knee steering option. So that's what I got. I got two of these, one for me, one for my wife, so that we can go out on the weekends around some neighborhoods and just have some fun on these. But we're going to be using the handle, right? So stick with me. This is going to be like a 2, 3, 4, 5-part series. This one, I'm just going to put this one together. I'm going to throw a kickstand on it because when you put your handlebar on there, it adds more weight. So I'm going to add a kickstand before I put this all together, where I have quick, easy access to the bottom of it. So stay tuned. We'll get started. All right guys, we're back. This thing has got some weight to it. I'm telling you, it's got to be close to 30 pounds, 25 to 30 pounds. It goes top speed 10 miles per hour after you go through training and you unlock that speed limit. It's got a speed limiter to keep it under, I think, 4 to 6 miles an hour at first, and then under 10 miles an hour after you're an expert. And that you have to drive, at least on these things, you have to ride about 3/4 of a mile before you get that option. So guys, this is the knee pad steering I told you about. So it just comes up to your knees, right? It does have a screw here to adjust it for different heights of people. Children 16 years of age, they have a limit on 16 to 60, they say, right? I guess after 60 you lose some of that reflex skill that you might need. Luckily I'm under 60 still, right? So this, I'm not even going to attempt this, but it does have like a lift up handle, so you can guide this thing around if you want to get off of it and go in any type of a store or something, and just guide it around right next to you. I'm going to hang on to these. I got the same style steering wheel adapter that this has that just clamps on. It's got a quick clamp. So in case my nieces or nephews come over, they want to try it, but they want to use it more like a skateboard or hoverboard, we can just clip this back on there for them. All right, most of this is just styrofoam packing just to protect this unit. I'm going to lift it up like this and slide it out. That's it, guys. There's one more other package in here, and that's your charger, a couple spare pieces for your hubcaps, and extended air tap line so that you can reach the air fills inside the tires. They are air-filled tires. Should be set by factory 45 to 50 psi, but we'll check that before we take a long ride on it. All right guys, these come in black or white models. And that's the unit, guys. Like I said, first, before I put the handle on and get the weight on the top of here, I'm going to install the kickstand. Got a little kickstand that I purchased for it. So it'll install on the front bottom to hold it up with that weight. I just got to figure out how to put it on because it didn't come with any instructions for the kickstand. Alright guys, here's a closer look. Your knee steering bracket would slide on here. In my case, we're going to be sliding on a handlebar, and that's just it slides over here, and it's got a quick snap clamp, so you need no tools in case you want to take this out in your vehicle to a park or somewhere like that. You don't need to bring any hand tools. And then here, underneath here is a flip plate right there. It locks up. There's a weatherproof cover right here, and your charger will plug into that. It's a proprietary charger unit, so it goes in one way. Right next to where your charge port is, you've got two headlight beams. The next level up is your battery level. This light right here indicator, speed limiter, Bluetooth indicator, and valet. What's a lock? You can lock this so that it sounds an alarm if you lock it and go into a store. If somebody tries to drag this, pick it up, it's going to sound an alarm, not only on here but on your app on your phone, so you'll know something's going on out there. And then you've got your feet go on here. This is a little protective cover. Until I get used to it, I'm going to keep this on here because it shows you clear and easy which section, which direction your feet should be pointed. So I'll keep that on for now until we get used to it. And I'm going to try to figure out how to put this kickstand on. This unique kickstand. I believe it goes on the front somewhere here on existing bolts. So we'll figure out how that works, and I'll come right back to you. Alright guys, so I got the kickstand on. It's pretty easy to put on once you figure out how to maneuver it, how to situate it. But the kickstand is right here. Here's the front headlights. Tilts down like that. Easy. It's got kind of like a little spring operation there to keep it snapped down or up. And that bracket, you just screw these two holes on. It comes with included screws and nuts, two screws and holes right here and here to the bracket, and then the bracket goes across here, and there's already two threaded socket holes right here, and the two included screws thread right into there, and that holds the bracket on underneath. So very, very simple, easy. It's like it should have come with that from the factory, I think. And then here's some more information about my Segway MiniPRO right here, the battery information and such, in case you're interested. Now we'll set it up on its kickstand here, and I'll show you. This is the handle that you have to purchase separately. This handle was, I believe, 79 bucks. They used to cost more from what I understand, so they've come down a lot in pricing. That's all we got here. It comes with a cell phone holder, but it's a cheapo plastic one, and if this thing tilts or falls over, then your expensive phone might get damaged, so I'm probably not going to use that in my case. It comes bubble wrap to protect the metal finish on it nicely, and it comes in two pieces. And it's the factory bracket. See here, this red part is the factory bracket that's already on here, right here, guys. This is the factory bracket, and this is like the factory bracket. This is the quick clamp, same quick clamp that's on your knee steering bar, but this is the handlebar steering bar. So it's going to be very easy, guys, to just swap this out for the knee steering bar, the handlebar, and it fits right on there, just like that, and then you clamp it, and it's on there. There's one other thing you have to do, just one time thing. Release the extension bar, and you got to put that in because there's 4 other screws that are going to attach it to this bottom bar and keep it permanently attached together on these 2 pieces. So just slide that in there. Make sure your 4 holes align with the threaded holes. And then in the included bag, it's got your hardware right here. It's even got the tool to screw the screws in. These little tapered head screws right here. It comes with an Allen wrench and a screw, Phillips screw head tool. So slide the holes, align those up. And don't cross thread these. I usually like to go reverse first and then go in clockwise just to make sure I catch the threads right. Now these have some blue Loctite on them, so you might feel that and think that you're cross threading it, but there is Loctite on it that may cause some drag putting them in. Okay, and I like to get them all in first, started, before I snug them down. Okay, one more screw, and then we will have our handle attached. And then it's going to be a mini Segway, like a traditional Segway, like I want it. Like I think most people want the traditional style with a handle. I mean, what are you going to do with your hands, right? Maybe be texting on your cell phone? That's not very safe. I feel safer holding on to something with my hands instead of them just drooping down beside me. I guess you could have them out to your side like wings and pretend like you're performing a unicycle act at a circus or something like that. Yeah, that's how I feel like I would feel. That's how I think I would feel using the knee steering. I want that more traditional Segway feeling with total control, feet planted and hands on a steering grip for turning. Seems like it'd be a lot more safer. Okay, once you get those 4 screws attached, guys, you are done. There's a height adjustment right here. Just unloosen that. And this can go up or down to whatever height the person is that's writing this, and then just tighten it up. And then, guys, then you have a traditional Segway, personal transportation unit. So guys, stay tuned. I'm going to wrap this up for now. I've got one charging, the second one charging right now down there, as you can see. We're going to get this one charged up. And then I'm going to do a little test run, maybe out on my driveway or back patio. And then subscribe so you can see part 2 of my Segway. Thanks, guys. See you on the next video. All right, guys, this is it. Segway Mini Pro. I was on this thing for about 5 minutes so far. 5 minutes. Just to learn my balance. Took some understanding in my brain. I was wiggling back and forth like this, trying to, I thought I had to balance this thing myself on 2 wheels, but if you just stay calm, see, it's hard to let go. That's why I love this handlebar here. Just turn it in any direction you want, and you can turn on a dime. I push it forward, goes forward, let up on it, it will stop. Go backwards, I just give it a nudge backwards. You can turn while going backwards. Now I'm using this very cautiously right now, as you can see. Very slow. It feels faster when you're on it. Faster than what you're doing. I'm probably going, what, half mile an hour, maybe 1 mile an hour, maybe 2. Can't wait to see my wife get on this, see if she can balance it. It's awesome, guys. I gotta say, once you get used to this thing, you're gonna want to go out on it every day you have free. Go out in your neighborhood on some smooth asphalt streets or something like that. Now this is pavers, so I can feel some bumps. I mean, they're smooth though. These tires are air filled. It's very, you know, you feel some bumpiness, but it's smooth bumpiness. It's not jolting you. And the pads on this thing, the feet pads, are cushioned, and I can tell that. It's like having a new pair of sneakers on or something. Very cushioned feet pads down here. I'm in love with it, and I've only been on it, what, maybe less than 10 minutes, tops. So guys, all right, watch me get off. Let me settle this down, stop it, and I'll get off. So it's simple to get off. Now with the handlebars, like I told you, it's got some weight on it. It's like a counterweight. I'm going to, I bought some counterweights to put on this side of the handlebars to hopefully balance that out so you could just get off of it and have it self-balance and stay still. But in the meantime, we've got the kickstand down here. So you can set it up on the kickstand like that. And if you turn it off, it's not going to fall over. It's turned off now. It's got the kickstand. So guys, what do you think? Is the Segway Mini Pro for you? I think it is for me. Stay tuned for more videos on this coming up. We're going to be taking it out around the neighborhood and stuff like that, and learning whatever we learn from these. We'll pass it on to you. Also, I'm going to be doing some modifications to mine. I'm going to be changing it into like a sport model or a scout model with knobby four-wheel drive tires and fenders. So stay tuned. Those are on the way. They're in the mail. At first, when I got on this, to be honest with you, the first minute or two, and I started jiggling back and forth, trying to balance it myself, not knowing that this thing balances it for you, I kind of had visions of maybe I shouldn't have bought 2 of these. Maybe I pre-planned too far ahead. But guys, I have to say, this is a major go. It's good for me. If I can do it, I know you guys can. Thanks again for watching.